Okay, so let's try and pick up from where we left off, right? So, take the chance. And again, I was going to go into, say, for example, my modes of operation. Sometimes, as first person tutor, I will look like this. Other times, I will look like this. As long as you're seeing this tie, then yeah. So, whether there is, a bucket hat or not, either way, this tie tells you that it's first person tutor time, right? So I'm leading by example. I compartmentalize. When I want to go back to being Bossman Teaching, this is what I do. See? Back to the black and black. Yeah. What else was I supposed to tell you? I had more messages for you, but what? Like, let's see if I can dig in my database for that. Yeah, I'm lying. I didn't forget. Take the chance. Take the chance. Honestly, just because the reality is you you know what you want out of life. You know, right? You know that you want to. I mean, it's beyond financial freedom. It is beyond, um, you know, being able to take trips around the world and that sort of thing. It's enjoying what you do. Doing, in other words, do you, all right, let me just get straight to the point. The overall sentiment of this entire page, Bossman Teaching, will, it will coincide and support. So it will coincide with, it will support and embrace the philosophy and the overall sentiment that has been echoed throughout all of Teacher Talk. Everybody who is a teacher on TikTok has been saying it, and I'm going to say it too. Teachers are not tired of teaching. Teachers are tired of handling everything but teaching. Let me say it again. Teachers are not tired of teaching. Teachers are tired of handling everything but teaching. The paperwork, the admin, madness, it's the same thing. Naruto wanted to be the Hokage, and then, okay, wish granted. Now you're staring at mountains of paperwork. Congratulations. You know what it is to be a teacher. I know, I couldn't help myself. I had to drop in the anime reference because that's just really, not necessarily my identity, but it's a reality. It's all about relatability, right? There is nothing that communicates, the irony, the reality versus the expectation. You go in and you think, oh, being Hokage is going to be so amazing. I'm going to do all of these things and change the world. It's kind of like when you find out what being president of the United States really entails. You go in thinking, oh yeah, I'm just going to go in and I'm going to enforce these policies and I'm going to change the world and make the world a better place. Mm-mm. You answer to, the policymakers. You answer to them. You answer to the people with the money. So you go in with this idea of what you're going to do to change everything. I'm going to go in and I'm going to, radicalize this institution. No. You're not going to change the system. The system is there. The only thing you can change is your system, is your platform. So you go over there, you play by their rules. You're going to have to. So for example, if they have a problem with the dress code that you have violated, that's okay. Abide by their dress code. Then you create your content where you dress like this. You dress how you want. And that way, no, nobody gets to tell you, oh, you're violating our dress code on your social media page. Yeah, your name isn't on it. Your name's not on the list. Your name's not on the title. So no. So that's the importance. So I guess the moral of the story is don't be afraid to build your own brand. And if you're afraid of doing so, that's why I'm here. My job is to support you through that, right? So that's why I have Bossman Teaching, first person tutor, and we still a learn. Because the idea behind we still a learn is that all of we still a learn. Okay? And also, I've been inspired by board teachers, teachers lounge, all of these different, teachers who are content creators. I see a lot of them, and I admire them. I respect a lot of them because they took all of their frustrations and turned it into content. And they've done such an amazing job of that. And these are the sort of things that you should be doing as a teacher. There's no reason. You don't have an excuse. You have very unique experiences. So why not talk about them? Why not go out on a limb? Just let people know, look, this is what I endured. This is what I experienced. These are the challenges I faced. These are the kids that I've had to work with. These are, the situations that I've been through. And it's not, see, this is the thing. It's not all doom and gloom. There are wonderful things that happen in your teaching experience. And And in fact, I saw a post where a teacher challenged a lot of the teachers on TikTok and said, I dare you to come on this platform and share a story about something that you love about teaching. Because I've been seeing a lot about what you hate. Tell me what you love about teaching. And you know what? I can't blame her for making the post because it's similar to the relationship rhetoric on any social media platform. It's like all the things about why relationships don't work. But what about what makes it work? What about what makes it work? What about that part? So we have to have balance, right? It cannot just be all about the horrible things that happen. There are wonderful things that happen too. So if you have negative integers, you have positive integers. You have even numbers, you have odd numbers. Balance, right? So anyhow, I hope this video was, I hope it was engaging. I hope it was informative, right? I hope I did a good job of letting you know the difference between Bossman Teaching and, of course, once you see the blue, let me just show you. So, first person tutor, Bossman Teaching, right? So that's the difference, right? That's how I compartmentalize. That's how I remember how to stay on topic. So when I'm speaking on issues related to teachers, I have to be wearing, black bucket hat, black tie. And then, of course, when the other tie shows up, and that's where I focus. That's where the student now becomes the first priority. Yeah? So how about that? How about that? First person tutor where the student is the first priority. But, there was always a pun about that. For those of you who are into video games, there's a genre called first person shooter. Then I came up with first person tutor, which was supposed to be, done from the viewpoint of you looking at the board with just a hand and a marker. So I'm still going to do those type of videos, but still, there's a lot of work to be. But I had a dyslexic moment. Yeah. Anyway, there's a lot of work to be done in the promised land. So anyway, I'm doing my best to lead by example. Hey, what is going on? I'm doing my best to lead by example, right? The idea is that I have to practice what I preach. So the different ideas that I have for the different pages that I have, I am working on all of them because each of them have a different focus. They're all tailored to education, right? One is to support the teachers. That's what this is. Then once you see the other tie, first person tutor time, that is the support for the students. And then a community that embraces revolutionizing education with content creation, we do that at We Still a Learn. In other words, bring back the fun into teaching. You know, you say, let's make teaching great again. How about that? Yeah. You know, yeah. We're not gonna go MAGA, but we're going to say let's make teaching great again. Let's do that, right? So that's the idea, right? So yeah. So that's it. I hope, I know this was a long-winded video. Well, the second one at least. But I'm going to do my best throughout the year to continue. So I'm going to remind you and remind me, what is Bossman Teaching about? What is first person tutor about? What is we still a learn about? And if I have to do it every day for the whole year, I'll do it. Right? Because I want to be on topic. Right? I want to be specific. So that way, when you go to We Still a Learn, you know what that is for. When you go to first person tutor, you know what that is for. When you go to Bossman Teaching, you know what that is for. Right? So these are my branding strategies for different areas of focus in education. A support system for teachers, a support system for students, and then a support system for those who want to embrace the use of content creation in education. That is We Still a Learn. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. So now, what do I do? What do I do at this point? Because right now I just feel like we're just gonna kill time. Yeah. So this is post credits. Once the tie loosens and there's a little shift in the uniform or the attire. Every teacher can relate. You're like, yeah man, we're done for today. Yeah, we've done our work and we've done our play. you know, it's a relief when you have to be in character, right? And I think that's what happens to a lot of teachers. They have this. It's not like it's not who you are, but after a while, you kind of say, "Come on, like, can I just drop the act and just be real for a minute?" Yeah. So this is that. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Anyway, so that's what I'm here to do. I'm not here to be relatable for the sake of being relatable. Because I've experienced a lot of what teachers have gone through, are going through, have been through. So therefore, I'm here to connect with you. It's really that simple. I'm here to connect with you. So therefore, this is not let's go viral. No, let's have a community. I'd rather have someone to talk to than to just go viral because I made a post that everybody's like, yes, queen. Oh, God. Oh, I can't believe I said that. Or 6'7". Yeah, okay. I swear, there was a video that I made. There was a video I made. And I said, I don't remember how I ended the video. But when I caught myself saying 6'7", I was like, oh, great, here we go. I walked right into that one. But don't worry. Teachers, I have something for you. You see, if you're in class and you hear your kid saying 6'7", you look at them and you go, really? Detention. Yeah, detention. Yeah, man, let's see how funny they find it when you look at them and you say detention. And you say it exactly how they say 6'7". When they say 6'7", you look at them and go, oh, detention. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. So anyhow, hope you enjoyed the video. I really hope you did. And if there's any other updates that I have for the lots of you, I'll let you know. Remember, this is about providing support for teachers and just having a conversation.